When 400 colleagues entrust you with a portion of their hard-earned salaries, you have no choice but to be very careful and above board. That's precisely the promise and reportedly the practice of the executive body of the Nigerian Shippers Council's Multipurpose Cooperative Society, which experienced a change of guard recently. That story and tidbits with Abike Idowu are on the agenda for today's episode of The Shipper. Details will come your way after this short break. Don't go away.
Nigerian Shippers Council, they to serve you well. No matter the problem, we go solve them for you.
Yes, so the Nigerian Shippers Council, they feel in a parole now for every level. And as soon as goods, they move from port A, go enter port B with a measure within on a needle. For the Nigerian Shippers Council, we don't sharp proper to fit hear you wella, work with you wella, and help you fit serve your customers them better, no matter where them day. As we country port economic regulator, the Nigerian Shippers Council get every now to fit make government consider the problem where shippers them they face. Visit we office for number 4 or to buy your daily show your daily. And papa email us for nsc@shipperscouncil.gov.ng. We website now www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
For you, we dey gidigba.
Nigerian Shippers Council with the meeting now for the port of Nane.
Welcome back. You're watching The Shipper, brought to you by Nigeria's Port Economic Regulator, Nigerian Shippers Council. My name is Rekia Zikru Yagoyaju. Thanks for staying with us. If you've just joined us, today's program is about the Nigerian Shippers Council's Multipurpose Cooperative Society. Correspondent Adeshina Abiodun asked some members to assess its performance.
Nigerian Shippers Council Cooperative Society has been so beneficiary to me especially, because anytime you are into any financial crisis, you run to them. You know, they're always there to give an helping hand. They're like a pillar of support. So, you know, it has really helped a lot of staff of the Nigerian Shippers Council, not just me, a lot of us.
Most people are not able to save their money due to various and amounting pressures from family, friends. So the cooperative gives you the society to save your money and earn a little percentage, and also gives you the benefit to borrow at a reduced interest rate.
There are so many benefits in the area of transparency. Before now, we were not, the cooperative society was not digitalized, computerized rather, but we've had our system computerized. We've also been receiving our dividend since the inception of this administration. They pay us our dividend. It's paid into our bank accounts.
The Nigerian Shippers Council Cooperative has contributed immensely to the living and working life, living standard, and improved working life of all the staff, including me, my humble self. I've gotten a lot of experience and knowledge from cooperative, and as well I've gotten some, money as usual, from cooperative with my own little contribution that I have in the cooperative.
It's a very good venture, and it comes with a lot of benefits. One, helps you save, and then, which is very important, you have, like at the snap of your finger, quick access to funds if you are actually in need of funds. So to execute any other project you have, can actually borrow money, and then there's easy way of paying back, and that goes a long way for me.
I joined almost as soon as I joined Shippers Council, and Basically, it's been useful in acquiring capital assets. Because of the cooperative, I've been able to take big steps I will never have been able to take. It's been good, basically. I've not borrowed much, but then I know I have somewhere I can run to when I need money, and it's just good to have that.
I benefited in landed property, and to God be the glory. I have 4 graduates that, with the loan taken from Cooperative, I was able to train them to where God has helped me.
The former executive have done a good job, and I have the belief that the incoming one too will keep up with that work. So I believe we're in good hands.
Interesting. Lucy Ulugbe has the details of the 25th Annual General Meeting of the Cooperative, as well as the Manifesto Day for the incoming executives.
Like every annual general meeting, this gathering of the NSC Staff Multipurpose Cooperative Society Limited was basically for stock-taking, aimed at appraising the performance of its leadership. The primary focus of the society is to promote staff well-being through the provision of financial assistance to deserving members who subscribe by saving a portion of their salaries with the cooperative. The physical presence of the Executive Secretary of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Honorable Emmanuel Jime, is a demonstration of the premium he places on staff welfare. Recall that welfare was a major focus of his speech on assumption of office. The agency's chief executive stressed the need for a well-motivated workforce, which he described as being critical to optimal performance and guarantee growth of the organization. He commended the leadership of the cooperative society for being transparent, accountable, and dedicated to duty. According to the Executive Secretary, the past executive of the Cooperative Society demonstrated exemplary leadership and deserves an award for a job well done.
The outgoing executive deserves our commendations in addition to the award recently given to them by the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives with respect to their transparency and hard work. That was the first of its kind since the inception of the cooperative over 20 years in the council. And I think they also deserve an applause for that as well. That to me, ladies and gentlemen, is an award not only to the cooperative, but indeed it is also an award to the council. Our hope and our expectation is that more awards will be won by the incoming executives. Finally, I wish to reinstate that we will always partner with the cooperative. But that is only if when honest officers with proven integrity are voted into office.
In the spirit of ensuring well-being of the workforce, he urged staff of NSC to comply with government's directive to be vaccinated while continuing to observe COVID-19 protocols. He clearly stated that the council will strictly enforce government's directive for the protection of staff, urging them not to treat the directive with levity. He said Shippers Council will continue to support staff to stay safe.
By now, we all know that the federal government has mandated that all staff in the federal civil service must be vaccinated. I'm sure we're aware of that. So I'm going to request Dr. Ricketts, who is in charge of our medical unit, to ensure that we apply and abide by that instruction. So please let us all take advantage. COVID-19 is real, ladies and gentlemen.
Comrade Ola Adeyemi emerged as the new president of the executive body of the Cooperative Society as elections were conducted to usher in new officers to steer the affairs of the society for the next 2 years. He promised to improve on the achievements of his predecessor and add value to the society. Members, he said, will work with management to ensure industrial harmony.
To achieve our aim, we have to make sure that investment, we have to invest people's money. Then secondly, we have to be able to think on a prompt payment, 24 hours prompt payment of loan to member, so that we can be able to yield And our investment fixed deposit have to continue so that we can be able to yield more interest to our member. Then they'll be able to share it for dividend after the next year. Then another thing we need to do again is that we have some certain land properties in Mowe, we have in Badon, and we have in Abuja. We have to be able to make sure that we have formidable CDA. CDA means Community Development Association. Let all the community development, all the cooperators that have land in that, we have to make sure that we move them together so that that place will be able to develop and add value to some of those communities.
The immediate past president of the society, Alhaji Bashir Ambi, urged the new leadership to consolidate on the achievements of past executive.
For the first time in the history of the cooperative, we won an award of honor and excellence by the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives during the International Cooperative Day. This is, of course, a great achievement as a testimony to our transparency and overall excellence. And this is not an award only to the cooperative, but to the council at large. We introduced financial palliative in order to enhance members' financial well-being. The palliative is different from children education loan. And the recommendation we received from members convinced us that we are on the right track. To further enhance accountability, transparency, and integrity in the cooperative, we pay electronically the actual amount appropriated to members as dividends. In order to ensure prudency and integrity in the affairs of the cooperative, I am glad to inform members that we have returned the sum of 199,750,000 in the year 2018 as unused dividends approved from our regulatory body. We equally returned the sum of 3,059,000 naira after the last year AGM back to the cooperative account. We hope this gesture will be maintained better than what we have started. This administration is not satisfied with the trend which has been on for some years without bringing it to the notice of the members. On our part, we want to end the anomaly. We have been carefully monitoring the GL and PL, and as you may have noticed, the disparity has dropped from over 27 million to 22 million in 2018 financial report. Today, we are glad to inform you that we are witnessing an abatement of the differences between GL and PL of 11,382 naira 591,086 kobo in this financial report.
The executive secretary urged the new executive to work hard to surpass the achievement of the past leadership. He urged them to always remember that they were elected to serve and not for personal financial gains.
The incoming executives should bear in mind that they have been put in a position of trust and that management will not fold its hands and watch members of the executive squander the trust given to them. Every one of us is a stakeholder in the cooperative, and our hard-earned savings must not be tampered with by anybody.
Chairman at the event and Director of Finance and Accounts of the Council, Dr. Daniel Bonat, presented a paper titled Transparency, Accountability, Integrity and Prudence, a tool for managing cooperative fund in a COVID-19 era.
I want to congratulate you as we celebrate. Let us remember where we are coming from. The society has grown in leaps and bounds. So let us do everything possible to improve the standards and the performance of the company. To achieve transparency, our society must provide information about its activities, governance to stakeholders that is accurate, complete, and timely. There should be no case of unpleasant surprises, no uncertainties, and no behavior that may weaken her reputation. If leadership knows that there is expectation from its members, they should be able to provide information that the members can observe and then realize. And this must be visible at all times if the theme of this AGM is anything to go by.
We were able to get their commitment, and they made some good commitment to uphold the integrity and as well as uphold the standard which is being left behind for them. And another thing we observed, so there was nothing we did on our own accord. It was open, it was transparent, it was available for any intended candidate to come on board. And we can also credit, we talk of mentorship, where people are well mentored to take over. You don't really have this kind of skirmishes in taking over from any particular management. So we can even credit them for strategic planning, because most times, election ends in bitterness, opposing parties, and but the way it went, I saw, that's my own personal opinion, a strategic plan to ensure continuity from those who did well, because 3/4 of those who came on board were from the old management.
My own is that they should keep to the promises that they have made. And all what they have said is a welcome development to cooperative. I pray for them that God will help them to keep to all the promises.
Time now to join Abike Idowu on Tidbits.
It's Tidbits on your favorite maritime program, The Shipper. I am Abike Idowu. This week, I'm taking you through activities in the Southeast. The Nigerian Shippers Council, recognizing that corporate social responsibility, CSR, is becoming increasingly important, decided to showcase its social value by touching the lives of stakeholders and members of its wider host community. I'm talking about Owerri, Imo State. So, CSR items were given to Awaka Community Health Center by the Director of the Southeast Zonal Coordinating Office of the Nigerian Shippers Council, Reverend Winners Anayo, who has just recently retired. Let's take a listen.
On behalf of the Nigerian Shippers Council management, the Board of Government, the Board of Governors of the Nigerian Shippers Council, the management of the Nigerian Shippers Council, and the staff of the Nigerian Shippers Council, my name is Reverend Winner Anayo. I stand here today to present these items, from the Nigerian Shippers Council to this health center, Awaka Health Center, believing that by the grace of God, you are going to do what they needful with them.
Speaking at the gathering, Chief Operations Officer of the Council, Mr. Obina Russell, urged the officer in charge, OIC, to ensure the goods are judiciously used.
The essence or the purpose of this is more like, to see how we can touch the lives of the people that we feel that in course of the line of our duty, our services may not reach them. But if we extend this gesture, that it will indirectly get to them, at the right places. And that is what informed what we are doing today.
Receiving the items, the OIC, Mrs. Margaret Nwodu, expressed joy that the health center was chosen to be a receiver of the items, while the President General, Awaka Town Development Union, Mr. Handel John Emezi, urged the OIC to make good use of the contribution.
My heart is full of joy. I'm very, very happy. I appreciate. Even for you people to remember us. It's a big thing. Among all the health center in Owerri North, in Imo State, and the Awaka Health Center is being remembered. It's a very good thing. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you on behalf of Awaka Asian Town for the good things that you've done for this health center. All these materials that you brought for us, I thank you.
Now, interestingly, one of the first users of the items contributed will be the family of Ikechukwu and Chinyere Nwogu, who just gave birth to twin baby girls.
I gave birth to twins, Olivia and Sophia. I'm so happy. God will bless you in Jesus' name.
I'm so happy for what is happening here. And my wife does deliver twins, baby girl.
May God bless you people in Jesus' name.
Such cute babies. Let's now head on to global maritime news. Tideworks Technology in Washington has announced the deployment of its Terminal Operating System solution, the Intermodal Pro and Traffic Control System at G&W, which is Genesis and Wyoming's UK terminals. Tideworks Intermodal Pro and Traffic Control System enables real-time rail and yard planning and traffic control at the terminals. With the automated solution in place, Birmingham Terminal, which takes 2 hours to clear the gate queues, now takes just 20 minutes. The solution is in use at a total of 7 Freightliner terminals and are on course to go live at the remaining G&W UK terminals by early 2022. APM Terminals and Shanghai Zenhua Heavy Industries signed a large equipment purchasing order and formed a strategic alliance to focus on automation. The focus of this memorandum is the joint development and deployment of a wide range of automated solutions, including automated container handling equipment. The MOU also includes an order for 18 ship-to-shore STS cranes and 9 yard cranes across 6 terminals and the reservation of production slots for additional 25 STS cranes and 62 yard cranes in the future. And now, our complaints register for the week. Eight complaints were received, 5 have been resolved, and 3 are ongoing investigations. The complaints include delayed transfer, delay in refund, excess terminal charges, transfer and rent charges, and detention charges. Casano Agency Services sent in a letter appreciating the council for its quick intervention on its cargo that was illegally detained. Here is the letter signed by Mr. Chika Ibe. Now, remember that as a regulated service provider, you need to register via the website www.shipperstraightdata.gov.ng. It is compulsory. And that's it on this week's Tidbits. Till next time.
The Nigerian Shippers Council is now better poised with responsive systems in place to help you and other shippers get seamless, stress-free transition for your clients' goods from point A to B. Today at the Nigerian Shippers Council, timeliness, orderliness, transparency and efficiency is all we care about. Put your complaint through to our helpline. Visit us at number 4 Ayodele Shoyode Lane, Apapa, Lagos, or reach us on www.shipperscouncil.gov.ng.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the point of your need.
Nigerian Shippers Council, we meet you at the port of your need.
And that's it on this episode of The Shipper. Until we come your way again next week, we'd like to remind regulated service providers to register with Nigerian Shippers Council on www.shipperstraightdata.gov.ng. Do have a swimmingly great week ahead. Goodbye.